Hey guys, how's it going today? So this video is going to be about 5 stocks that I'm going to be watching for March. Now this is going to be a pretty quick video. I'm not going to go into detail too much on these companies' financials or anything like that. I'm just trying to get this out before March because I've been really busy. But these are 5 companies that I'm going to be watching very closely uh, due to the fact that I think that they're going to appreciate in price quite quickly, and one that I'm not quite too sure. So the first one here is Patriot One Technologies. If you haven't seen my video on this one, I'll leave a link up in the right-hand corner right now. It's going to pop up there. And that basically describes what the company is. And basically, it's a technology company out of Canada. And it is also on the U.S. exchanges as well if you're trading out of the U.S. And they basically have a proprietary technology that basically detects weapons, what kind of weapons they are, and whatnot, and can be put in schools and stuff like that. So with a lot of the news that's happened lately, this is a big bet, and it's kind of fallen off a bit. I actually purchased this way down here, and I sold up around $2 somewhere. Now it's fallen back due to basically warrants that are being executed right now on it. I think it might fall down a little bit more, but I'm going to see. I really expect this thing to be going over 2 again, so I think it's a great buy. And if you're not aware of the company, like I said, do some research. Some other kind of big news on it is that it's being tested in Westgate. I believe that they sold 250 units just recently as well. And this video is basically talking about in one of the Las Vegas hotels, the implementation of it, basically a test. Also, if you were listening to a conference call by Steve Wynn, for the Wynn Resorts, he actually kind of mentioned briefly about some company that you should maybe be interested in that basically does this. He didn't say Patriot One directly, but he did kind of off the cusp mention it. So I think that this could be huge in the future, like I explained in my other video, and it's one I'll definitely be watching for March. Another one is Neovasc. Unfortunately, I got this video out today. I bought a little bit yesterday. At one point, it was up nearly 50%. This one's a very speculative one. What Neovasc is it's basically, their big thing is, valves in the heart and these proprietary technologies. If you're interested, look into it. The stock has just gotten beaten down because of lawsuits, essentially. Like, it was way up here before, guys. But those are kind of out of the way now, and we've seen a lot of pressure on the stock. And the reason I'm putting this out for March is I expect that we might see some kind of bounce here soon, like we did today. We might see it go a bit further. It might drop a bit more, but it's something that, it's a speculative bet because it's a penny stock, but I'm definitely going to be watching this, and I think it's going to be going up significantly in the month of March, so it might be something that you want to be interested in. Another one that's kind of long-term, and I've just kind of been attracted by the dividend of it, is Welltower. And if you look down here, basically what they are is they're to do with housing. They're kind of like a REIT, like, as it says right here, real estate investment trust. So basically, even in terms of if we see a recession or we see a downturn in the economy, a company like this usually does quite well, and they funnel a lot of that money through dividends. And at this price, it's kind of tanked lately here. And at this price, for a long-term bet, I really like that dividend, and I think it's probably going to do well. It's going to probably recover a bit here in March. So I've been watching this one intently. I haven't had a chance to look too much through their financials to see how strong they are in order to continue to pay this dividend. But I think this is a really solid company from what I've seen of it. And I think now's maybe the time to be looking at it, considering it's so cheap right now compared to what it was before, right? Another one that I've mentioned before is GoPro. It's kind of going back down into the level in which I'm a little bit more attracted to it. Anywhere in the low 520s to 5, I think it's an attractive bet to get in. Again, another real speculative one here, but I just seem to be drawn more and more to this one, especially if there's a buyout. It just got hammered so hard. I like to see value, and I like to look for value in companies. And I'm not sure exactly what it's going to do here in the short term, but if it gets too low, I might be adding a little bit to my position, and it might be going up just a little bit. The last one is a Canadian company, Telus. If you're not aware of it, we have an oligopoly in Canada here that's essentially just a big number of firms that basically control the market in terms of our cell phones, internet, and even television. And it's usually been a really good bet. What I like about it is it's got a nice dividend, 4.34%, and it's done very well lately. But we see interest rates rising, and we've seen this one, doing quite well lately. And if I look through their financials here really quickly onto their balance sheet, the thing about Telus is they have a lot of debt, and I'm worried that the raises in the interest rates might actually harm this company. So it's kind of one that I'll be watching to see if it pulls back a bit. I'm not really interested in buying it right now. It's not exceptionally cheap, but there seems to be a little bit more competition in Canada as well. So I would expect to see this one fall back a little bit. But I thought I'd add it to the end of my list because I'm interested to see what's going to be happening to it in the month of March and in the short period of time here. So the ones again here are Patriot One Technology. I'm expecting this one to drop a little bit, but I'd like to get in maybe in the 170s, 160s, and then you're going to see a little gain. This one's highly speculative, but I think Neovasc is going to do relatively well. And Welltower is a good long-term play, in my opinion, with a nice little dividend at these levels. GoPro, as I've always mentioned, is one that I'm always interested in. And of course, Telus, I don't know how well they'll do, but it's a pretty solid company regardless. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that today, guys. Leave a comment down below if you want me to go into detail on any more of these companies that I have here. If you have any questions or comments, what you think, I'd love to always hear comments from you guys. So that's going to be it for today, guys, and I will see you in the next one.